San Diegans say they still plan to travel despite the travel advisory from the CDC. And this is coming as our county sees a record number of coronavirus cases. ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie joining us live from the airport. Mary, health experts say they just want people to stay safe over this holiday weekend.
But despite the warnings, despite all of those advisories, and despite what health officials have said, you can see there are some San Diegans who are traveling. There are many more who are expected to travel this Thanksgiving holiday. More than 1 million air travelers passed through security checkpoints at U.S. airports Friday and Sunday for only the second and third time since the pandemic began, according to the TSA. Now, Sunday was the single busiest day at airport checkpoints since March, and Saturday the travel numbers came close to 1 million, so that brings the three-day total to more than 3 million passengers this last weekend. And this is happening as hospitalizations are up in record numbers as are cases. We've exceeded previous records for hospitalizations this week. That crunch, too, is likely to get worse. In the week after Halloween, for example, the case numbers were roughly 500 per day, in that range. Yesterday, though, was the fourth day in the last week with total case numbers over 1,000. Now, with Thanksgiving upon us, California's Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. Mark Ghaly talked about the state's travel advisory, which says that those coming into the state should follow a 14-day quarantine.
You may ask why. I didn't spend any time with anyone else. I was in and out of a home of some friends that I trust. But this is exactly the point. We know that roughly 40% of people who are infected today in California, across the nation and the globe, are asymptomatic.
And that's why experts are suggesting things like wearing masks when you are not eating, if you are spending the holiday with people outside of your household, or perhaps sitting at different tables for that Thanksgiving meal. But as you can see here, this is a very different scene than we would normally have on the day before Thanksgiving here at the airport where we are live. Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.